Tripods are a very, very, very personal choice. This here is a tripod that I have used since I started photography 12, 15 years ago, whatever it was. It's a pretty old tripod, and it has been all around the world with me to all sorts of places in all sorts of horrible environments that are bad for tripods. It's turned into a bit of a mongrel. It's got a different head on it. I've got these foam pads on here so I can throw it over the shoulder with a big camera on there. In fact, all of the videos that are on this channel right here have had the camera that I'm filming with on top of this tripod. Almost all of them, obviously not for this one. And there's things about this that I absolutely love that I haven't found on other tripods. And this is not exactly a high-end tripod. This is aluminium and everything else. I've got something else to show you though. Now, Neewer is a company that I have purchased from many, many things over the years. And I reached out to those guys to say, hey, I'm looking for tripods for the iPhone 16. Can you help me out? And they've sent me something that is absolutely replacing my Manfrotto tripod. This thing is the duck's nuts. It's the Neewer LT07. It's an aluminium tripod, full-size tripod. It does everything that I want it to do. You can get this far off the ground as well as this high off the ground, all with this tripod. And it even comes with a phone holder. Let's look at this from the top down. On the top here is a ball head. The ball head is holding onto the base plate mount. The base plate, the mount itself, the base plate, is an Arca Swiss base plate, but it also will work with Peak Design equipment. So inside there on the tripod, there's a screw that you can see. There's a hole there to screw something into, and we'll talk about that again in a second because it comes up when we start talking about phone mounts. Underneath this here now, you can see there is a spirit level just there. The ball head itself has got two adjustments. One here, the larger round screw here, is to have it turning around horizontally. And the other one that's here, it's a different sort of shape one, like a teardrop sort of shape. You loosen that off and the ball head will move around. It's got one point there where you can turn the camera vertical. And if it's too tight where it is here and you can't undo this properly here, it'll just pop out. You can turn it around, rotate it around to get more leverage onto it. I haven't seen that before on a tripod. It's quite clever. The stem of this tripod also comes out. You can see it's quite a long one on the base of it. There's a hook there to help stabilize the tripod when it's full height or at any height. And there's a bit of wind around. But we loosen off this screw just there, and this whole thing will get up to, well, eye height now. Put a camera on that and we're up here. That's quite good size. Put that back down. Also on the stem, you've got these 1/4-inch drive threads here. That will come in handy for putting lights, microphones, that sort of thing, as well as something else I'll show you in just a second. If you wanted to get this right down close to the ground, you can see there's arrows in the on the end of the tripod legs. You pull it down and it'll open all the way out flat. And once we open it all the way out flat, you see we may have a problem here with this. And this is just simply too long. We can unscrew that, unscrew this base here, and this whole thing will pop out. Now, as it's sitting there flat like this on the ground, well, we've got no ball head on it now. This here comes in the kit as well. It's a very short stem, and that will go straight into the hole here. We'll put the ball head straight onto that. And there we go. We've now got a tripod with no center stem at all, and it can go that close to the ground. Also, as you take it out, you can invert it, push it back up that way, and have the camera close to the ground as well. Now, as somebody who takes a lot of photos at night, there's one thing on tripods that I just don't like, and that is the way that most of them do up on the leg extensions here. My Manfrotto has the clips just like this one. It's as simple as that. At night time, you don't want to be sitting there twirling and things around to try and get them to the right height. When there's something that's just either open or closed and that's it, you can be reliant on it that it's not going to be falling anywhere once it's locked into place. When you buy this tripod, you get a bag for it. You get the tripod itself. You get the replacement center stem that's going to get it this high, like I just showed you, as well as this. And this is the phone holder that I was talking about. It's actually meant for like vlogging. You can put, not vlogging, but teleprompter. You can put your phone into here and screw this into this edge of the base plate there. You can screw this in have your camera facing you, have this angle down, and have your script, if you like, that you're reading off in there, if that's the sort of content that you create. If you're like us and you're doing a lot of astrophotography and long exposure photography with your phones, that thread that's on there right there, do you remember at the beginning of the video I talked about that on the base plate? That will screw straight into there. And now, right there, you need nothing else that's going to hold your phone, and you can use this for photography just as is. And that is bloody awesome. Overall, this thing weighs about 1.3 kilos, I think it is. It's pretty small, pretty lightweight, I should say, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be blowing around and stuff. It feels as strong as my Manfrotto tripod, which cost me a few $100s, probably $500 or $600 back in the day. It's pretty bloody good. I'm quite happy with this. I'll reiterate that for many years I've been using Neewer stuff, and it's never let me down. This is the only stuff they've ever sent to me for reviewing, and it's as good as the stuff that I've been purchasing for years. So highly recommend the brand. It's a good bit of kit. The price is good. Under $100 for that. It's friggin' nuts. All right, guys. Catch you later.